Apple TV rumors are noisy because Apple often refreshes a product quietly without a major event. Instead of repeating every claim, we track which details stay consistent and which ones are being ignored. The 2026 Apple TV 4K update is coming into focus. Recent signals make certain upgrades more likely, while one popular rumor looks like it might be dropped before launch. If you're considering a new Apple TV today, the big question is whether these changes are worth the wait. Let's look at what the latest signals actually tell us. A significant chip upgrade is becoming much more likely. This isn't just a minor step. It's a boost that changes how the device feels during daily use. Performance isn't about streaming video quality anymore. It's about how fast apps open, how quickly the device wakes up, and whether the interface stays smooth when switching between heavy tasks. Apple likely wants this extra performance headroom to ensure the device lasts for years. A faster chip ensures the hardware stays snappy even as future tvOS updates become more demanding. I'm very confident we'll see a meaningful performance bump. The timing of the release is also becoming clearer. Apple TV updates don't need long marketing campaigns. They usually appear when supply chain and retail patterns align. I'm watching the current stock levels closely. If availability starts to dip, it's a strong sign that the current product cycle is reaching its end. Right now, a performance-focused refresh window feels less random and more likely. Pricing strategy is the next big factor, and it's still up in the air. Apple has two distinct ways they could play this. The safe move is to keep the price steady. This keeps the Apple TV a high-volume recommendation for anyone already using Apple devices. The riskier move is to raise the price to account for a more powerful chip. This would position the device as a premium living room hub. A price hike would make the new model harder to recommend. Most buyers want stability and speed, and if the cost jumps, competitors start looking a lot more attractive. I'm only somewhat confident about where the price will land, but it will be the biggest factor in your buying decision. If Apple keeps the current price, waiting for the new model is easy. But if that price goes up, buying the current version on sale might be the smarter move. Then there's the rumor about a built-in camera. It sounds logical for FaceTime, but the reality of Apple's current strategy suggests otherwise. Apple already uses continuity camera to turn your iPhone into a high-quality webcam. This keeps the Apple TV hardware simple and avoids adding unnecessary complexity to the box. I'm not very confident in the built-in camera rumors unless we see more specific, independent evidence. Any camera improvements are more likely to come through software and better integration rather than new hardware inside the device. To sum it up, we're looking at a faster chip and a likely 2026 window, but with uncertain pricing and no clear sign of built-in camera. There's a trade-off almost nobody mentions with these quiet Apple refreshes, and it matters more than the spec list. When Apple meaningfully upgrades the Apple TV, it usually comes with cost. Either the price goes up or the product gets simplified. In Apple terms, simplified can mean fewer ports, fewer configurations, or a tighter focus on streaming, while cutting features for enthusiast edge cases. This is why a faster chip isn't an automatic win for everyone. If you mostly use Netflix and YouTube, the current model is already fast enough. A chip bump mainly benefits power users who play Apple Arcade games or hate interface lag after a year of updates. The value of the upgrade depends entirely on how you use the device. Now, which rumor is most likely to be dropped before launch? The easiest one to dismiss is the idea that the Apple TV becomes a totally new category device with a dramatic hardware shift. This includes a built-in camera or any complex new hardware that would force Apple to re-explain what the product is for. Apple prefers improvements that don't create new support burdens or privacy concerns for your living room. If a rumor sounds like it would require Apple to reteach the product to normal buyers, it's the most likely feature to be cut. For a new category story or a camera to feel real, we would need to see multiple independent sources agree on the exact implementation and privacy setup. What would actually kill the strongest rumors? The performance boost and the 2026 window. First, look for disagreement on the chip class. If one source claims a massive leap and another says it's a minor tweak, the story isn't anchored yet. Second, the timeline could shift if Apple's broader home roadmap changes. The Apple TV moves when it fits Apple's schedule, not just because the calendar says it's time. So, should you buy now or wait for 2026? If you find the current Apple TV 4K at a good price, and you mostly just stream video, it's still a safe buy? You won't feel left behind. If you care about long-term speed, use heavy apps, or play games, waiting makes more sense. The most credible upgrade, responsiveness, is something you'll actually feel. For everyone else, the smartest move is to watch the pricing. If the current model gets consistent discounts, a refresh is likely getting closer, and buying the deal is a rational move. If prices and stock stay stable, there is no urgency to wait. I'll firmly recommend waiting only if we see independent reports align on the chip class, the ports, and a stable price point. I'll recommend buying now if the refresh window starts to slip or if signs point to a significant price hike for the new model. Right now, the performance story is getting stronger, the timing is tightening, and the new category rumors are the most fragile.